Hey there, Feli here. In this video, we're going to discuss how to handle criticism. And if you're caught in a conversation when someone is criticizing you, and you feel like so defensive, like a cactus, you want to react and protect yourself, right? And then maybe even attack back, right? So how do you do it in a way that is keeping you in a constructive mindset and is not affecting you? Aristotle said that the only way to avoid criticism is to do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Whatever you're going to do, you're going to face criticism at one point or another. And I'm giving you a step-by-step process on how you can deal with criticism, what questions to ask, and feel in control in a situation that feels uncomfortable. The first step when you hear someone start to criticize you, you have to identify what is it that they are saying. Because if they are just very general, right, and they say you always, you never, then that's a general statement. So what you want to do is to get it specific. And this is the first question you have to ask, like, what do you mean when you say? And then from that point, you have to move fast to the second question, and is what exactly were your expectations for these situations? Or how would the situation be, from your point of view, solved? Or how would you ideally have the situation happen and solved? So basically moving from digging more and more into problem, from getting defensive or even attacking back, and then the discussion is all more what you said and how you reacted to what it was said, you're moving it towards getting it specific to the expectations of the person that is criticizing you. Because what happens when someone is criticizing you, they are focused on what is it that they don't want or something that they didn't get, right? So they focus on negative. What you want to do is to move them towards exactly what is it that they want, what are their expectations, how do they see this process happening in a way that is functioning. Already the conversations moves in a good direction, that is about solving the problem, is not about the person, is about a common goal that wants to be solved, or a common goal that we both want to get along, for example, in a relationship, or get something done. And after this step of clarifying the expectations, you have a set of actions, right? So the next question would be, how would you recognize that we are moving in the right direction, considering the situation we are right now? So what would be some signs of progress? Clarifying that is going to put both of you in a positive mindset where you keep your integrity and you focus on solutions. So you're shifting the entire conversation from problem and digging more in the problem and feeling helpless towards actually solutions and having action steps and do something about it in the end. Because it doesn't matter how much we dig into what is wrong if we don't do anything and we don't move towards what is it that we want. In the end, the thing about criticisms, because the situations are, so many of them, and people will find so many ways to criticize whatever you do and whatever you say. And just only if you don't do anything, you say nothing, and you be nothing, like Aristotle said, then you don't get criticized. So in the end, you are doing what feels right in your heart, and you communicate that as clear as possible. And sometimes we disagree and we have different opinions and we take different paths, and that's also okay. It is just that in conversations that you really care about, you have now a frame to go through and practice. And maybe this time you manage to ask a question, what do you mean when you say, instead of reactive and being defensive or attacking back and blaming back as well. So criticism, it doesn't mean if it's constructive or destructive, it doesn't feel comfortable. It feels like an attack at our self-esteem, and we will feel hurt or we'll feel like attacking back, no matter how good the intentions are. That's why it's a very uncomfortable situation, but the idea is that if we want to grow, sometimes we have to accept, this uncomfortable feeling of criticism and look at, okay, this is the situation. What are some action steps that we can do to move forward, to make the relationship better, to make the project better, and so on. So I hope this was helpful for you to move from, digging into problem to actually finding little action steps towards solutions and towards better.